Welcome to this episode of my Samson steam series. Samson is the nickname for the number 25 steam locomotive that pulled the visitor train on the Cowichan Valley Railway on weekends during summer 2023. That's at the BC Forest Discovery Centre in North Cowichan on Vancouver Island. The number 25 is a 040 18-ton locomotive built in 1910 by Vulcan Iron Works in Pennsylvania, USA. The locomotive's industrial work in the province of British Columbia started in 1920 for the S.S. McGoffin Construction Company, and that's why that company name is painted on the locomotive, to honor that part of the history. Since 1955, this locomotive has been on Vancouver Island, and it's now spent the majority of its life here at this forest museum. The style of this video series of episodes is to show the number 25 locomotive in various scenes as it pulls the visitor train. These videos are designed for those people who love lots of fine detail. I hope you enjoy this. On one of the days in July, I was allowed early access and allowed to set up right at the shop area. I'm really thankful for that opportunity. The preparation of a steam locomotive for its day's work is a long and methodical process that actually starts the day before. I arrived near the end of this process, about 30 minutes before the locomotive left the shop area. I was happy to be there. Before the locomotive starts its day pulling the visitor train around the track, a track inspection needs to be done. Sometimes this is done by the steam locomotive itself, but on this day they used the number 26 Green Hornet gasoline locomotive to do the track inspection. And then it also pulled the fire car onto the trestle so they could use the pump on the fire car to fill the fire barrels on the trestle. And when that was done, the Green Hornet returned up the cut, up the switchback, back to the shop area. Job completed. And now that I've given you some context for this, let's look at the video from a couple of angles. When all is ready and prepared, the locomotive reverses out of the shop track through the switch to the tail end of the switchback track. And now comes what I think is the most fun part to see. It's when the locomotive gently and carefully eases down the switchback track. That hill is 9% at its steepest point, and it averages 6.5% grade. That is very steep. I'm using 2 video cameras for this scene as it passes me by. After the locomotive descends the switchback to the main line, and after they line the switch for the main line, the locomotive runs down the Drinkwater cut to around the corner to about Drinkwater Crossing. And then as they're running it back upgrade, that's when they sand out the tubes. So the problem is that soot from the fire clogs the tubes and acts as an insulator, and so that results in the heat from the fire not transferring to the water. That's not a good thing. So they dump some sand into the fire, and the sand scrapes the soot out from the tubes. The visual result for me is as the locomotive is backing up upgrade, there's a lot of highly visible dark smoke coming out. This smoke is on purpose, and the result is a more efficient day of operations. After the locomotive rounds the corner, it reverses through the forest path level crossing and through the diamond on its way to Alderley Station. On July 23rd, I was there with 2 cameras.